Tonight, I just wanna take you away.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's heivettslife here, or heivettslife. I don't know which one I'm uploading to, but yeah. So I'm really sorry about this extension cord right here. It's really wretched, but I have Christmas lights in my room, so yeah. Okay, so I'm already in like lounge mode, like editing my video already, so I just had to make one quick video making a disclaimer that the products that I use for my skin may not work for you, and the products that you use for your skin may not work for me. And if the products that I've mentioned are your holy grail products, then keep using them, keep doing you. I don't want to rain on anyone's parade, but this is just a video about my skin type, because everyone has different bodies, different skin types, and different hormones, so I just had to make the disclaimer. I do not want to like hurt anyone's feelings or anything, so yeah. Today's going to be a life update video because I haven't posted since my birthday last February, so it's been a while, and it's really nice to hear from you guys. Really nice to be back, and I just suck at YouTube, so we're just gonna move forward. This video I posted was my birthday, and then since then I've just been focusing on school because I go to 2 different schools, and just had to finish up the school year, and then did get in a car accident a couple months ago. I'm okay though. I do have low back pain, but in my car, the bumper of my car got like pretty messed up, and like the exhaust, so I had to get that completely changed. Volleyball season just ended, and this is kind of getting into my point of my skin, because I'm going to do another skin update video, kind of to document it for myself, not really for like, I don't think it's interesting to you guys, but it's nice to see some different things that have been going on with my skin since the last one I posted like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I went to the dermatologist in like after my birthday, and to go to the dermatologist you have to be referred by your like other doctor, so you can't just go make an appointment with a dermatologist. You have to make an appointment with your provider, and then they can decide if you need to go to the dermatologist or not. So it's just like this whole process, and I wanted to go to the dermatologist because my eczema got like really bad, and since my last video it's been like it'd be better some days, and then some days it'd be terrible, other days it'd be clear, you know. It's just really inconsistent ever since my last dermatologist appointment. So if you guys didn't know, or if you guys haven't watched my last video, I told you that I have had eczema since I was born, and I also have allergies to seafood, and I used to be allergic to peanuts, eggs, and stuff, but I'm still allergic to seafood. Yeah, kind of sucks because I'm Asian. Like, that's all my family eats. So I have allergies to those things, and I'm also allergic to medicine. I have asthma. I've had asthma since I was born, and I have eczema. I have acne, you know. Recently, my skin has been very inflamed, and I've noticed that my skin is starting to get eczema in different places than it used to. So growing up, like since I was a kid, I had it only on like my inner joints, like in here, and behind my knees. That's usually the only places I got it. But then since I've been getting older, I've been getting it on my face. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like right here on my eyelids, and then up here, and right here, and right here, and all over my neck. You guys can't really see it, but I'll insert recent photos of what my skin looked like 4 mornings ago. It was like, I have no idea what was going on, but there was like stuff coming out of my skin. It's gross. Ew. I'll insert pictures so you guys can see, so I don't have to be so verbally graphic with what I'm trying to explain. But there was like crustage on my face, and like liquid, like pus like stuff coming out of my face, and that has never happened to me before, ever. But anyways, before that happened, that was like 4 days ago, and I totally cannot explain this story because I just am not capable. But okay, so let's start when I was 7 years old. That's when I first went to an allergist, really, and I got like 100 pricks in my arms to test what I'm allergic to, and all they said was eggs, peanuts, and seafood, really. And that was a long time ago, so ever since then I've never been to an allergist, haven't been allergy tested since, and I'm definitely still allergic to seafood. Every time I go to the doctor since then for my skin, they would just prescribe like the basic eczema, dry skin lotions, like drugstore type options, and it's like Cetaphil. I used to use Cetaphil. That started when I was like 8 years old, maybe 7, and I used to get them one in that huge tub, like that big thicky jar. I'll insert pictures of everything that I'm talking about, but yeah, it's right here. You could get this at like Costco, like Walmart, Target, most drugstores, and I was prescribed that by my pediatrician at the time, and it has like traces of like tree nuts in it, and I was like allergic to nuts at the time, so I don't know what my doctor was doing, you know. So I noticed that when I use it, it'd make my skin really greasy feeling, and it wouldn't really feel like it'd be hydrating it. I feel like it was just a film on my skin. And also I noticed like the more I used it, the more my skin would burn, and that's not a good sign when you're trying out new products. So I kept using it. I kept using it until I was like 13, and it just didn't help my skin. So yeah, so I've tried Cetaphil. Another one is Velvicol. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, but here's another picture of what I'm talking about. This also came in a tub. I was prescribed this probably when I was 9, 10. I scratched my forehead. Can you guys see it? When I was 9 or 10, and my doctor at the time said to put it on my eczema and then wrap my like skin in like saran wrap so I wouldn't like itch it at night or whatever. And that actually burned my skin as well. I think I'm more sensitive towards like lotions as opposed to like ointment type, like jelly type stuff. I've also tried Aquaphor, that also burned my skin. Last summer I tried CeraVe because I went to the dermatologist. Remember I told you in like February-ish, March-ish, and they told me to try CeraVe products, and I got it at Target. It was like $13 for like a tub, and that, I don't know, they told me to get the cleanser and to get the cream, and I did, and when I tried it, it was, my first impression wasn't like, CeraVe wasn't anything like mind-blowing for me. I noticed that it was really dimethicone, so it was very slippery to the touch. If you guys have ever tried any silicone primers, I think you know what I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure the first ingredient on it, I'll put a picture right here, is dimethicone. So I had to put that all over my body, and like the slip would never go away. It'd just be on my skin. Even like after I'd shower and get all cleaned up and stuff, it'd be still on my skin. So that's kind of like bothersome, you know? It's kind of weird to think about. But I tried that, and it also burned my skin after like 5 days of using it. So that did not work out either. A lot of these products burn my skin, which kind of like shows how sensitive my skin is, because these products are usually meant for people with dry skin and eczema, but my skin has just progressively gotten more sensitive as I've gotten older. So I've tried Eucerin. Here's a picture of it. I've tried Aveeno. That kind of helped. I've tried Lubriderm, burned my skin. It's kind of fragrant, so that's probably why. I've tried Hydroform. Oh, I've tried hydrocortisone. That's a topical ointment, not really an ointment, but it's like a medicine to put on your eczema. It's more for spot treatment. That also burned my skin. Comes in a little tube. Triamcinolone, that's what I'm currently using. It is a steroid topical, so can't use it all the time. Hey guys, it's me again. Still editing this video, but I had to insert another disclaimer. I am not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a dermatologist in any means, and this whole video is based off of personal experience, so if you want to try any of the products that I mentioned in this video, please try them at your own will, and I'm really not liable for any mishaps that may happen. So, yeah, just had to let you guys know that. So yeah, so I'll just talk about my last dermatology appointment. So before I could even go to the dermatologist, I told you that I had to be referred by my provider, and they were like, okay, what medicine are you taking? What are you putting on your skin? Like, how are you treating your flares? And I was like, taking this, and I take medicine for my asthma, for my allergies, and for eczema. So I'm talking about oral tablets, and I'm talking about topical ointments and all this stuff. I have to use an inhaler. The thing with eczema and allergies and asthma is it comes in a package. What I mean by that is if my asthma is bad, then it's likely that my eczema and my allergies will be bad. If I have allergies, then it's likely that my asthma and my eczema will be bad. If my eczema is bad, then my allergies and my asthma will probably be bad. So it's kind of like you have to control all of the things in order to be like functioning normally. So it's kind of hard to maintain, especially being in college and stuff and worrying about school and not so much my body, which is really bad, but yeah, it's just really hard to maintain. This piece of hair is like, it's not really agreeing with me. And she was like, well, your last dermatology appointment, which was 2 years ago, the last video I made about my skin, she was like, well, just do that routine, which is I have to take a bleach bath. It's not like 100% bleach bath. A tub full of water and then a cap full of Clorox bleach or any bleach, and then I have to use triamcinolone ointment and slather that all over my body, and then wear cotton clothing, and I have to use like all these different products. I'm not supposed to be using anything perfumed, can't use loofahs, not like I do. I don't really wear perfume ever. So yeah, so I just kept doing that for like another 2 months maybe, and at this point like nothing helped, and at this point I was like, okay, I need to go to the dermatologist. I really need to see one because my skin is really, really bad. And I don't have any pictures from at that time, but let me just tell you, it was bad. It was like all over my body, and it's still all over my body right now. So yeah. So I went to the dermatologist, and she was like, okay, we're gonna give you like the same medicine. She was like, just keep doing the triamcinolone, the bleach baths, and this like, it's like an antibiotic. It's mostly to kill bacteria when I have flare-ups, because when I have flare-ups I have open wounds, and the more I scratch at it, the more it'll get like infected, obviously, because your hands are dirty. She was just like, just do the same thing and then come back. But before I could even come back, she moved to Washington, D.C., so she moved to the other Washington, basically. And at that appointment, she was like, okay, tell me all the products you have used. She means like everything I already mentioned, like Cetaphil, CeraVe, Velcol, Aquaphor, Aveeno, Eucerin, Lubriderm, Hydrophor, hydrocortisone, all that stuff. She told me to just try oils, like coconut oil, and I was like, okay. So she said to use coconut oil on my body because it is comedogenic, and then she said to use pumpkin seed oil or hemp seed oil on my face because it's non-comedogenic. And I do have acne, so I'll get into that. She said to use oils and then to use Vaseline, petroleum jelly, on top of it. So I was like, okay, but she said to only do this when I'm maintaining my skin and not when I'm having flare-ups. Obviously, she still wanted me to do the triamcinolone, the bleach baths, and the medicine, the oral tablets. And I was like, okay, and then she was like, come back if it worsens, and so I tried it out. It worked for like a couple days, the triamcinolone, because I was very consistent, very, very consistent. It only worked for a couple of days. Then after that, I was like, okay, my skin's getting bad again. Like, it's all over the place. I can't even explain, really. I went back to my doctor, and she was like, well, the dermatologist said to do this and to come back when your skin is worsened, and I did. So she was like, I think we can refer you to a doctor outside of the hospital. So that was that. So recently, very recently, I went to, this was on Wednesday, November 30th. It is now December 4th. Went to a doctor and was at this clinic, his own clinic, and went there and they made me like take my clothes off so they can look at my skin. And at this point, I'll show you pictures. At this point, it was literally everywhere on my body, and like I told you, I used to get it here, but now I get it like on the outskirts of my arms and the outskirts of my legs and in my like groin area, on my stomach, on my back, on my chest, and on my neck. It's worse on my neck and my face, pretty much. They're like, oh, and I also have been getting it in my scalp. I don't think you guys can see it, but I'll show you a picture. And getting it in your scalp is literally the worst thing ever. And at this point, I've only been using Vaseline on my skin, coconut oil, pumpkin seed oil, and triamcinolone occasionally because it's a steroid and you shouldn't use it all the time because it thins your skin out. And I haven't been using drugstore shampoos. I had to make my own. Oh yeah, and I stopped wearing makeup. So yeah, that's like a huge thing because last year, my doctor said that my skin could have gotten worse because of my makeup, so I completely took it out of my routine. I barely wear it anymore. I only wear it for like school events or like parties. Yeah, so I don't wear makeup anymore. I'm not wearing makeup right now. This guy seemed really promising. I feel like he was very experienced and knew what he was talking about. So I went into this room and there was a nurse in there. She was really nice. And then he was in there, and then my mom was in there. And then I was on like this table. I didn't have any clothes on. I had my bra and my underwear on, and then I had to wear this like cloak to cover myself. It was very warm. And then he took a look at my skin and he asked me what products I'm using right now, and he suggested that I should stop using the oils and to just stick to Vaseline. And honestly, Vaseline has been helping me more than anything I've ever tried because it's like very harmless, really, except it does clog my pores, and I haven't even gotten to that part yet. So he was like, stop using the oils and we're gonna try to give you a new medicine. So I told him that my skin was like pus-like. There's like liquid synovial fluid coming out of my skin, and then I'll insert the pictures right here. This was my upper lip and my hair and my neck. So this is what it looked like, and I'm really sorry, it's really gross. But this was my skin, guys. This was the reality, and it's not that much better. The light is kind of making it look like it's okay. I do have Vaseline on my face right now. So I'm on prednisone and this antibiotic. That's what I'm taking right now. And I'm only taking it for a certain amount of days. And then I can do triamcinolone for spot treatment. Prednisone has helped my swelling go down because those pictures I just showed you, my skin was so swollen when I woke up. Like, I didn't even want to sit in class because my skin was hurting so bad. It was literally burning and I did not know what to do. It hurt to even put Vaseline on it, and that's really bad. So I was like, I'm so glad my doctor's appointment is today because my skin hurts terribly. And so he was like, I suggest that we get you to an allergist. So I'm going to the allergist in January, and I'm going to do some patch testing on my back to determine what else I'm allergic to. And yeah, so right now we'll just have to see if my skin gets any better. And yeah, so I kind of changed the angle, sorry, but this is my skin right now. You can't really see anything because I just put Vaseline on it, but it was really dry. My skin is very flaky, red, inflamed. Like, my skin is very scar and hyperpigmented, very scarred, and I have acne as well. So now I'm going to talk about my acne. So, of course, teenagers get acne, and it's in my family, it's in my genes. Both of my parents had really bad acne, and both my brothers have had very bad acne, and Howell still does. Both my brothers have taken Accutane for their acne, and I can't take that, I don't think, because, like, something to do with pregnancies. But anyways, they have had very bad acne, and I didn't think I was gonna get it because I have such dry skin, and, like, I don't produce oil at all, which is really weird. So it's very weird that I have acne. I usually don't get like patches of it. I usually just get one big pimple every now and then. Knock on wood, I don't want one right now. And when I do get a pimple, it takes like 2 to 3 weeks for it to go away. For people that have acne, oily skin, it usually takes about 2 to 3 days. So that's the difference when you have dry skin and acne. It takes forever for it to go away. Like, I'm not even kidding you. My skin is so dry. Very dry. It is, I have to hydrate my skin at least 6 to 7 times a day because it's so dry and flaky. Like, my skin is so flaky, not even in the wintertime, in the summertime, in the springtime, in the fall time, all the time. Like I was saying before, I'm starting to get it in my scalp. I don't think you can see it, but I'm starting to get it in my scalp, and it's giving me dandruff, and it's just not a good mix. Like, it's really taking a toll on my emotional state, really. Like, I was being very sad and insecure on Wednesday. Like, I really did not want to go to school and show my skin. It was so terrible. But yeah, so we're just gonna have to see if my skin gets better. I've been praying so much that it will get better, because being a teenage girl, like, during the summertime, I like don't even wear shorts because my legs are really ugly and scarred, and you know, it just sucks not having great skin, and like, not really much I can do about it other than try what the doctors tell me to do. So I'm really hopeful about the new doctor that I've been seeing, and I can't wait to get allergy tested because my skin is freakishly sensitive. So yeah, that is pretty much my skin update. I'll be updating you guys again once I have an update, and I just want to thank you guys for listening to this very messy video. But it was really nice talking to you guys again, and thank you for watching. Bye.